And you were being so descriptive. I felt like I was watching that be painted. And that final move, that final position, it's a photo finish. It's picturesque. It's another win for Magnus Carlsen.
Diego Velasquez would be proud of that one. That belongs right in the Prado Museum. Magnus has got to be proud of that game.
No, you were doing so well until you threw in that pun. Chat, come on, get involved. What do you think of Danya's pun there? Be honest. Let him know. But Danya, I mean, that game was seriously awesome.
I think Chad is enjoying that. I mean, it's just such a beautiful thing to have a checkmate stem from an attack like that. Every move consecutive, every move part of a larger strategy, and it all ends in a checkmate in the end game. Just a treat to watch that.
A treat for everybody except for Vidit Gujrathi, who has seen a 3-point match. It's all the way up to 6. It has doubled that advantage for Magnus Carlsen. And here in this game, once again, black is solid. Vidit has nothing that he should worry about, but Magnus makes you worry just by sitting across from you or playing against you on the internet.
Exactly. Doesn't matter if it's a symmetrical structure. Doesn't matter if there are no pieces on the board. He will always find a way to stir the pot. And he's still got a little bit of work to do. There's 16 minutes remaining in the match. He's got a 6-point lead on the scoreboard. One more win would essentially seal it. But Vidit not giving up hope. Let's see if he can get on the board with at least a draw in this game.
And this position, it does look very solid for black. No weaknesses that I can see exploited. But Magnus wants some kind of G5, knight G4 checkmating idea. He's going for the attack.
His form is honestly unbelievable. But where to from here? Rook D8 check. He has to be careful not to overextend himself on the king side as he goes after Vidit's A pawn. That pawn cannot be easily defended, and so Vidit counterattacking some of White's vulnerable pawns on the king side. Great job by Vidit seeking active counterplay.
And he's going to win the A2 pawn first.
But okay, but now very unpleasant activity. But okay, knight G8 maybe.
Knight G8, it might be necessary, or he's going to force a draw if White keeps going back to A7. But what Magnus should do is make a 2-time repetition, and before he makes his 3rd time, just waste all of his remaining clock.
Before he gets a chance to do that, it is Vidit who insists on playing for a win. I feel like that's a bit inadvisable given how passive he is. Magnus could start repeating again, but now Magnus says, hey, you don't want it? Okay, I'm going to play.
Is there a mating net going to be weaved around the black king? Oh no, the black knight can't move at all. And there's F5 ideas, knight takes E7 and F6.
Magnus could have flirted with the idea of getting the king over to C5. If his king was on D4 in this position, it would have been winning. But practically, this is still so hard for black to play. King F6, and it's all over again. Another equal endgame pulled out by Magnus Carlsen.
Vidit's pieces could not move, and when they did, it allowed the white king into the position. Vidit, you could see him disheartened there. White is going to win. That's another victory for Magnus Carlsen.
And you feel for Vidit, this is just epic form that's being displayed by Magnus. Vidit is not doing anything egregious. He's not making any big mistakes in these games. He's getting outplayed from start to finish. And I do want him to score at least one victory in the bullet, but the way Magnus is playing right now, he's not coming close.
When Magnus is on form like this, it's hard to take him down. And Magnus's bullet rating, I can see it. It's up to 3361. That's ridiculous.
That is totally ridiculous. And Magnus just following up on the form that he displayed in the Bullet Chess Championship.